Welcome back to Indian Trace. I gotta figure out the very best way to kick this off. Perfect natural light. Just a little bit of time here. And just a moving day. Some of these pieces I found 2 months ago. Probably some 3 months ago. And they've just been accumulating. But this is a nice group. Now these were in the same time period on the left. And I'll probably make two quick videos, unique pieces, in about the last 2 months. Now with these probably were in the last month. But just not, it was sort of a crop lock period, isn't it? It wasn't spring yet. It was not a whole period where there was even a place that was accessible to hunt. But just some really unique pieces and cleanup here before they move into another place in the collection. And amazingly enough, and I say amazing because I'm just like, I'm not surprised by it, but just amazing that everybody out there, as well as me, if you know where you are, you just keep finding. Mathematical numbers are far beyond our lives right this second. There's no possible way. So as I look at these, I'll share a couple things. Now, you guys don't know the back scene at Indian Trace, but I'll share it with you a little. Try to get through these. This is an incredible LaCroix. Look at this. Starting with about 2018, our favorite YouTube has been notifying me that because of harmful content on Indian Trace, yeah, you've been harmed, haven't you? 2,500 videos and you've been harmed, right? And because of malicious conspiracy theory, they have at least once a week began to systematically delete videos. So it happens. And after this one, I wouldn't be surprised if they delete this or delete the whole channel. So there are other ways around that. You and I don't have to bend over for fascism. We don't have to bend over for a violation of the First Amendment or the Fourth Amendment by a tech company, by young programmers who don't even know the Bill of Rights. They don't even know that the Bill of Rights were given to us by God. They were not set in place into our lives because of a government in their clemency. No, they're inalienable rights. There's some great pieces here I'm just skipping over, but what has happened is strange because it is connected to things such as the landslide election of 2020, which was a complete landslide until the hour of 11 o'clock when 5 different states decided to stop counting, which is unconstitutional and against the law. And someone arbitrarily had all 5 states stop counting. People don't realize that. So the election was won in a landslide beyond the margin of error. And then somehow, in the next 4 days, 40 million votes flowed in for another candidate. Not President Trump. And somehow, those 40 million, which that was probably the total amount that candidate Biden even earned, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on what side you're on. But the impossibility mathematically is clear. And so, any video I was talking about that on, they're purging. Because you can't consider it, you can't study it, you can't look at the evidence, and neither did they. We're talking about evidence, not an idea, not a theory. Then they get equally mad and take off videos where I will dare talk about things such as a certain gene therapy shot for a certain flu, which, if you do your homework, was never a vaccine. It is something that irrevocably changes, messes around, hurts people I love, people you know, and has killed them. That's not a conspiracy. That is fact. Certain people don't want you to study that out. You might already know, but they're mad at me about it, so they continue to systematically delete my videos. And, I guess they're called flashpoint topics, but I tend to hit them often. Dare not share about what rights you have, how you should esteem freedom, and honor the Constitution and the Bill of Rights above all things for all men. And so there's no prejudice here. And then other things that I'm sure they'll catch up finally to the year 2024 with videos that make no sense and there's no conspiracy to it. How do you move a volume of 1,000, 10,000? It's a nice Guilford Yuma, isn't it? 20,000, 10 million people through a corridor that's hundreds of miles long without somebody feeding them, sheltering them, encouraging them, lying to them about the pot of gold at the other end of the rainbow. Well, you see, talk like that, the true fascist doesn't want you to solicit the intelligence of other people. I want people to study things out for themselves. Always have. So since 2018, even back, I share pertinent, thoughtful, thought-provoking, independent journalism. In hopes that people will make up their own mind, be intelligent for themselves, but that is the essence of what a fascism hates. So, that's the state of things on Indian Trace. I'm getting pruned daily. Weekly, I should say. Very, I should say, kind message, where I'm not allowed to respond to them. Kind message that I might be unaware that I'm hurting people. I might be unaware that I'm harming people with ideas, theories that could compromise their sensibility. They're calling, number one, me ignorant, thinking I might not know. And because I don't know, they're not going to give me a strike. Oh, God. Since when did their approval mean anything to somebody who's free? The approval of YouTube? That's almost laughable. Besides that, I get a little upset because they insult your intelligence. The people I talk to. And good people out there. So this video, well, it could last. Could get to a couple airs. But that's another reason they've shadow banned my channel. And with subscribers continuing to move forward, they don't regulate that part. They don't just decide that's not going to happen. They just decide views, circulation, alerts aren't going to go out for pretty much anything I do. Well, that's life, at least now on Indian Trace. Another platform? No, I don't really care. I didn't even really care to start posting videos on Indian Trace. It actually wasn't my prerogative. It's pretty funny. My little boy. And there's a bunch out there that just love these artifacts. That was a good 2 months. But bottom line, I hope you guys find out there sorry to burden you with bad body politic, but tech companies and media companies and mainstream news are hurting you. But you probably know that. I hope you find out there.